Did you know you only needed 3 things to be happy? Do you want to know what those 3 things are? I want to tell you. You see, Epicurus, in his book on happiness, I haven't actually read it, so I'm being a bit of a facetious arsehole by talking about it, but from what I've read about the book, yeah, being goofy as shit today, he says that there's 3 things you need to be happy. Okay, 3 things. Number 1, friends. Funny that, isn't it? Friends. To have a bunch of close-knit friends living together, preferably in a commune or something, or a house, or however you want to put it, okay, and socializing with these guys, these people, preferably of the same sex, okay, and there's a good reason for that. I'll get into that later on. Very important part, friends, okay, to be happy. Number 2, to do work that you enjoy. That's your passion, that's your love. Something that you genuinely love doing, and it's work for the sake of work. It's not even for money. Now, of course, that's not realistic in today's world, but it's still nonetheless going to make you happy, isn't it? So there's that, there's work. Fulfilling work, personal work. And then the 3rd is peace of mind. So that's accomplished through, they did it back in Epicureanists' day. They would do a lot of intellectual discourse, they would do a lot of journaling, a lot of writing, a lot of reading, meditation, you know, walks in nature, stuff like that. Peace of mind. And that's it, that's all you need. 3 things to be happy. That's it, nothing else. You don't need excess of pleasure, so food, comfort, women, drink, you don't need that. You don't need wealth. You don't need anything else that's external to you. A good house, all of that bullshit. Because a lot of people think that the Epicureans had this obsession with pleasure and orgies and everything, but that's not actually what he was about. Epicurus was more of a social study to see what people of society find to be most pleasurable. And he found that wealth doesn't make you happy, sex doesn't make you happy, drinking doesn't make you happy, because these things are all fleeting pleasures. They come and they go, and they're external to you as well, so you can't hold on to them. Once you consume it, it's gone. You need to find another one. So there's a limited supply of these external pleasures, and they're not reliable or sustainable for what we want to call happiness. So to find true happiness, to find happiness that is long-lived, that can always be gained or kept, you're looking at friends, you're looking at work that you enjoy, and you're looking at peace of mind. And that really is true, because I'll be completely honest with you, in the times where I've been unhappy, it was usually because I was lacking in one of these areas. I was either not doing the work that I enjoyed, but I had friends. I probably never had peace of mind before I discovered meditation, or even reading for that matter. So I never had peace of mind. I probably had friends, but those friends weren't real friends, and I probably wasn't doing any work that I enjoyed. So I felt purposeless, friendless, and crazy. So of course I was not going to be happy, and I looked in those moments and in those days of unhappiness, I looked for things, external pleasures to fulfill my happiness, i.e. I looked at women, I looked at drinking, I looked at wealth or status or all of that kind of stuff, external stuff, things that aren't me or things that I can't do, things that I can do, but things that I have to get from the external world that are always going to be disposable, things that come and go, things that aren't there permanently with you, okay? But that was Epicurus' idea, and I'm really fascinated by this because it's not too far off from the Stoics' idea of happiness. The Stoics obviously believed in virtue. Epicurus also talked about virtue as well. He said that if you had these 3 things, you will attain virtue. Because back then the Greeks and I guess the ancient Romans as well, equated happiness with virtue. They said that if you're virtuous, you will be happy. And I think so, but I can see why others wouldn't. So I'm not going to say virtue equals happiness. I will say virtue is good in and of itself. Happiness, however, is something that you can attain by simply doing what you want to do in terms of work, spending time with people who you want to spend time with, your best friends, socializing. Epicurus said live together. And of course, peace of mind, meditation, reading, and all that stuff. I would say that since trying out this experiment, unconsciously rather, I didn't actually do it consciously, it does work. It really does work. Okay, finding a work that you enjoy for the sake of just doing it, i.e. right now, the work that I'm doing is building my body, okay, because I'm still a student, I'm not at, don't have a career or anything, so not in my actual, my God damn it, the words are just going on my head. I'm not in the career that I want to do yet, but I'm working towards becoming a psychologist, okay, because I see myself as someone who is greatly interested in the nature of the human condition, and I want to investigate it further. And I also want to apply it in a fun job as well. So I've been looking at forensic psychology, and I've also been looking at marketing. I know that they're off, but that is it. So those are my future job prospects. I'm happy to be in the process of working towards that. But right now, building my body and making sure that I'm fit, strong, and fucking sexy is the goal, and I enjoy that shit. I've also got very good friends right now, okay, whom I've developed good relationships with over the past year, because I've been bettering myself, and they can see that, and therefore they want to spend time with me. Rather than me needing them, they want to actually spend time with me just because they want to. So that part of my life is getting sorted out, or has improved. And of course, peace of mind, meditation, reading books. Dude, the Stoicism philosophy, Zen philosophy, god damn, man, that shit really did save my life. Really did. That gave me the peace of mind that I was looking for, because I realized that my problems are all imagined, they're all outside of me, and that realistically speaking, I have no problems, and everything's already taken care of. So there you go. I would recommend that these 3 areas are the things that you should be focusing on. On the word. Doing work that you love, having good friends, all right? Not toxic friends, not friends that you're spending time with for the sake of spending time with because you're lonely. No, you're gonna have to go for self-development in order to get over that part of your life, and that means you're gonna have to get comfortable being alone before you can find your actual friends. And then of course you've got peace of mind, which you can attain from meditation, which you can attain from reading a lot, going for nature walks, Jesus, or working out even will do it, I guess. Yeah, most people work out because they want to improve their mental health. I get it. I do it as well. Running is very good for clearing your mind, definitely. And yeah, that's practically it. If you want to be happy, man, it's not too hard. Not too hard. The moment you place your happiness or desire, if you place your desire higher than your own personal happiness, which a lot of us tend to do when we get bored, that is when you start to feel like your life is becoming out of control. If you place your value or your happiness on fleeting pleasures like wealth, status, women, other things, external things, yeah, now you're going to get frequently unhappy. Now you're going to be frequently anxious. Now you're going to be frequently depressed, because you placed your worth on external things that you can't control. You can control whether you spend time with your friends, and if you don't have any friends, go and make some. Friends are not hard to make. All you have to do is get out into the world, see and speak to loads of people. Eventually you're going to click with people. But again, the mindset has to be one of, I'm going out to enjoy my time, and that I am simply good enough as I am, and I don't have to change myself. I'm already in the process of self-development anyway, so I don't have to become someone else. I already am that someone else. That's the identity you've got to have. That's the idea of yourself you've got to have. And it's even better if you've got no idea of yourself, because now you've got no problem whatsoever. But anyway, there's my little 3 nuggets of advice, or rather Epicurus' advice on happiness. And I would say it is very true. I would say that it is very true. Of course, I need to investigate further into Epicurus' philosophy. I'm going to get his book eventually. And I'm going to find out more vigorously as to what he actually meant, because I'm reading Seneca right now, and Seneca does not like Epicurus. So we're going to see and find out why is Epicurus hated by Seneca so much. Alright gentlemen, that's going to be it from me today. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you enjoyed Epicurus, and I'll see you in the next one.